My boyfriend broke up with me for the dumbest reason. After I supported him for years, but he forgot the house is in my name. And now he's living in his car. I still can't believe this is my life right now, but here we are. My ex-boyfriend Jake and I were together for 4 years. 4 whole years where I basically carried us financially while he found himself and worked on his streaming career that never took off. I paid the mortgage, utilities, groceries, everything. The house was mine. I bought it 2 years before we even met with money from my grandmother's inheritance. But Jake moved in after 6 months of dating and just never really contributed much. Don't get me wrong, I didn't mind at first. He was charming and funny, and I genuinely believed in his dreams. He'd stream for maybe 3 hours a day to his 12 regular viewers, then spend the rest of his time playing games for research. I worked full-time as a project manager, pulling 50-hour weeks, coming home exhausted to find him exactly where I'd left him that morning, in front of his gaming setup in what used to be my home office. I supported him through everything. When his car broke down, I paid for the repairs. When he wanted to upgrade his streaming equipment, I dropped $2 grand on a new PC and camera setup. When his parents cut him off financially because he dropped out of his online business degree, I covered his phone bill and health insurance. I did all of this because I loved him and thought we were building a future together. Then last month, everything imploded over the stupidest thing imaginable. We were watching a movie, and I mentioned that I thought the main character made a dumb decision. Jake got weirdly defensive and said I was being too critical. I laughed it off, but he kept pushing, saying I was always judging everything and everyone. This turned into him saying I was judgmental about his lifestyle and didn't really support his dreams. I was shocked. I'd been supporting his dreams, literally paying for them, for years. The argument escalated. He accused me of making him feel small by being the breadwinner. He said he felt emasculated living in my house, using my things, and that I probably looked down on him. I tried to explain that I never felt that way, that I was happy to support him until he got on his feet. But he was on a roll, working himself up into this victim narrative, where I was some controlling villain. Then he hit me with it. I can't be with someone who doesn't see me as an equal. I'm done. Just like that. 4 years, gone. Over a movie discussion and his bruised ego. I told him fine, if that's how he felt, but he needed to move out. That's when his face went pale. I don't think it had actually occurred to him that breaking up with me meant leaving the house. My house. The house he'd been living in, rent-free while I paid every single bill. He tried to backtrack immediately, saying maybe we were both too heated and should talk in the morning, but I was done. I told him he had 2 weeks to find a place and get out. He spent those 2 weeks trying to convince me to let him stay, just until he got on his feet, or asking if we could still be friends and roommates. I held firm. Moving day came, and he didn't have anywhere to go. Turns out, having no income and no rental history makes it hard to lease an apartment. He tried to crash with his buddy Marcus, but Marcus's girlfriend shut that down after 3 days. His parents wouldn't take him in because they were still mad about the degree situation. I found out through mutual friends that he's been living in his car for the past 2 weeks. His car that I paid to fix, by the way. Apparently, he's parking at a gym to use their showers and still trying to stream from his phone, telling his viewers he's embracing a minimalist lifestyle and van living, even though he drives a Honda Civic. Part of me feels bad, but mostly I'm just angry that he threw away our relationship over his pride and then expected me to bail him out anyway. He's been texting me every few days with these pathetic messages about how he made a mistake and how cold I'm being, but I'm not cold. I'm just done being his mother/ATM. I'm finally sleeping peacefully in my house, in my bed, without someone making me feel guilty for having my life together. Then he hit me with,